guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a drugstore haul. I haven't done a big drugstore haul in a long time on my channel and let you guys know what I think and what I like or what I don't like. There's something so, I don't know, there's just something so exciting about finding makeup that costs little to nothing that works really well versus spending $40, $50, $60 on a product that probably works amazing because usually get what you pay for, but at the drugstore sometimes you can find things that are so inexpensive that work really well. So I've swatched all of this for you guys and I'm going to review it for you right now. So if you're interested in finding out what's new at the drugstore, what works and what didn't, then please just keep watching. So the first brand that I thought I would tackle is Maybelline because I actually only have one product, but I am going to compare it to a previous product that Maybelline released a while ago because I found some similarities. The new Master Blush Color and Highlight Kit, it's in shade number 10. It's a brand new blush palette from Maybelline and it has 4 pretty generously sized powders. You get 3 blushes and a highlight. And the previous product I wanted to compare this to is the Master Contour Face Contouring Kit. You guys may already own this, and there are quite a few similarities between them. The packaging, the price, and the fact that this comes with 3 powders instead of 4 is not quite exactly the same, but this does have a blush and a highlight that are very, very much similar to the ones in the new blush palette, except that I think that they reformulated the powders. So in the blush palette, I feel like they're a little bit creamier, a little bit less powdery, and just a tiny bit more pigmented. This shade, this cooler tone pink right here, it's kind of like a bright, kind of like an acid watermelon-y pink, is very, very similar to the blush in the contouring palette. Really just feel like it's the same product. The highlight is about the same shade. I just think that the highlight in the blush palette is just a tiny bit more pigmented, a little bit easier to blend out, a little bit less chunky, but they're both very intense. You are losing a contouring powder in the blush palette, obviously, but if you already own this, then it doesn't really matter. I do think the contouring powder in this is awesome. I actually played with this again last week just to kind of see how they compared and how they wore, and I've fallen in love with this contouring kit as well. So if you guys have not checked it out, definitely give it a look because it's definitely worth it, but this blush palette has really blown me away. I love that you get 3 blushes and a highlight, perfect for traveling. This first blush right here, this peachy one, is the one I'm wearing today. I've been wearing this non-stop for like the last 3 weeks. I love this blush. It gives you a nice natural flush to your cheeks. I've done it with just tinted moisturizer. I've done it with full face of makeup. Really like that color. Then you get that cool tone pink and then you have a really pretty plum. And again, the highlight, creamy, intense, just really good overall. A 10 out of 10. Love it. Moving on to the next brand, I wanted to talk a little bit about Wet n Wild. They have a couple of new products. I really went into the store to pick up their new foundation, but I cannot find it in my shade. It's always sold out. Picked up 2 new highlights that I didn't already own, and they're both really pretty. This one, Boozy Brunch, supposed to be a dupe for the Laura Geller Gilded Honey and the Estee Lauder Heat Wave, I believe. It's a beautiful kind of almost cool toned gold. It's very reflective. It's very intense, and this is $5. Look at the size of this pan. It is amazing. It was limited edition and now they've repackaged it and renamed it so you can pick it up at your local drugstore. Love it. And then this next highlight, Sangria Castles, is a beautiful rose gold, bronzy, kind of peachy pink. Not really a highlight unless you have a deeper skin tone. I think this would play beautifully as a blush topper. That's how I've been using it. You can even use it in place of a matte blush if you're going for a shimmery blush. I think it's a beautiful color. And just like the other one, this blends out so amazingly well. Another product that I picked up is one of the Megalass Liquid Catsuit liquid lipsticks, and it's a brilliantly vibrant, flamey, orangey red, more orange than red, perfect for spring. That's why I picked it up. I think this will be a beautiful go-to. It's a matte liquid lipstick, so it will set and dry down. One thing I wanted to mention about these liquid lipsticks is that they glide on so creamy, and you literally only need to dip your brush in one time. It has a really nice curved doe foot applicator. You just pretty much pull your wand out of here once and you can apply it all over the entire mouth, and you don't need to go in for a second coat. It doesn't crumble, doesn't crack, doesn't over dry out your lips, and it lasts forever. I actually have it already in the nude shade and I have been loving it. So I wanted to pick up a bright color for the spring and summertime, and again, Flame of the Game is the one I picked up. This next product is another hit. I really love it. It's the Wet n Wild Photofocus Pressed Powder. Mine is in the shade Warm Light. It's a beautiful dome shaped, kind of like that baked product design packaging that reminds me of the Laura Geller baked powders. They look like this. It is so finely milled that when you apply this to your face, you can set all of your foundation, your concealer, anything cream on your face, you can set with this guy. Doesn't look cakey, doesn't look overpowering, it's not heavy. It gives you a nice airbrushed, air-focused look. And what I really like about this powder is it doesn't change the color of the foundation you're already wearing on your face. It basically just sets. I picked up the lightest shade that I saw in the store. You probably can go for a darker shade if you're looking for something darker. I didn't pick it up up to add coverage to my foundation. I picked it up more so to set, and it does a wonderful job. Again, affordable. I think this was like $3. It's very creamy and comparable to the Maybelline Fit Me powders, except this is a lot more affordable. And I've fallen in love fast. I love it. The next product that I picked up from Wet n Wild is terrible. It was definitely a mess. I really hated it. And I'm sad that I hated it because I wanted to love it so much. And it's the PHOTOFOCUS Concealer Corrector. It reminds me a lot of the one from Maybelline, the Fit Me Concealer, which I love, which is a dupe for the NARS Creamy Concealer. And the Maybelline is definitely a lot more affordable than the NARS one. So when I saw that Wet n Wild released one that was about $3, I thought this would be a great dupe and a little bit more affordable than the $7 one from Maybelline. But unfortunately, I used it a couple of times, and as I went to blend it into my eyes, it looked okay. And then when I went to set it with powder, I felt like the powder and trying to set it with powder made the concealer actually move, and it broke up my foundation. It looked really patchy, and what didn't move around found its way into any little fine lines under my eyes. It got really crepey. Horrible product. And I'm so disappointed because for $3, I was hoping that this would be a money saver and a game changer so that I wouldn't have to spend the $8 or $7.99 on the Maybelline one and I could spend $3. But unfortunately, this was just not very good, so I will be returning this. And then this last product that I picked up, the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in this shade in particular called Fantastic Plastic Pink. This doesn't look like the kind of blush I would normally reach for. A little bit too bright pink, a little too Barbie pink, kind of like a watermelon color. But I wanted to pick it up to play with it. It was under $3. I wanted to see how it compared to their other blushes that I really, really adore. When I swatched it, I was like, this is gonna be a really fun color for summer, especially paired with a bright, maybe even matching lip color. So I thought, I needed to kind of add it to my family, so I picked it up. What I like to do with this, because it is a little bit acid, kind of hot pink, is put this over a very natural nude blush that's matte, and then just pop this just on the apples of your cheeks and then blend in a circle and then blend out, and it just gives you that little pop of color right on the cheeks. I really like it. I would definitely recommend this blush to you guys to check it out. Check out all their blushes because they're always really, really good. These next 3 products are from Milani. I recently picked these up online and they released these brand new products just recently. So the first one is their baked bronzer. I already have a couple of their baked bronzers. I'm already a big fan. So when I saw that they released a new one in Dolce number 9, I was really impressed. This is the lightest bronzer that they have released in their baked line so far, and it's a really pretty kind of caramelly brown. It's a neutral that's warm, but it's lighter. It's not too dark. It's definitely not too orange. It's what I used to contour and bronze my face with today. I really like how it came out because it did contour, even though it has some sheen and some shimmer to it. It's very subtle. So I was able to contour with it. I used this on top of a cream contour, and then I bronzed my face as well. I like the bronziness that it gives. It gives you a bit of a sheen, a bit of a glow, but at the same time it's natural. It's not too over the top. I think this would be a fabulous contouring bronzing powder for a beginner because it's not scary, it's easy to blend, and it's not too heavy as far as pigmentation and color, so it's easier to work with, and again, very easy to blend. And this was, I think, $9. So pretty affordable, and you can find Milani on their website, and I'm sure soon enough the local drugstores will be having these on display. And then I went ahead and picked up their 2 newest blushes. I am a diehard for their baked blushes. They're amazing. I own every single one of them. So when I heard that they were releasing 2 more, I had to get them. So the first of the 2 is number 12, Bellini, which is a gorgeous, iridescent, almost rose gold pink. It's definitely a bright bubblegum pink, but it has a gold sheen throughout it. So you can definitely use this as a shimmery, glowy blush. You can use it as a blush topper, and if you're fair to light medium, you can probably use this as a iridescent kind of pinky highlight, but I've been loving it as a blush and as a blush topper over other matte blushes. Beautiful, beautiful color. You'll see in the swatch, it's amazing. And then the other shade they recently released is Rosa Romantica number 13, and this to me is definitely more of a highlight than it is a blush. The best way to describe this one is a light pink that has some gold reflect to it. Beautiful blush topper, but I like it even more as a highlight, and it's such a gorgeous powder, so easy to blend. Their baked blushes are just a dream. Another brand that I recently picked up a couple of products that aren't very new to the drugstore. One of them is, I think. The other ones maybe have been out for a while, but they're new to me and I've really been liking them. So I'm going to start with those, and they are the L'Oreal Paris Color Riche Pocket Palettes. They're little eyeshadow quads, affordable, and I really like the pigmentation. I'm actually wearing one of these all over the crease. The 3 that I picked up are French Biscuit number 104. This is the one that I actually have the warm kind of neutral brown in the crease of my eyes. Really pretty quad of browns, and then you get a gorgeous, gorgeous kind of diamondy charcoal color in the corner. And then I also picked up number 116 Hot Hazel. I was drawn to this one the most because it has a beautiful turquoise, it has a navy, it has an orange, just a lot of really fun colors. Perfect again for spring and summer. And again, that one is Hot Hazel. And then the last one I picked up is 102 Avenue de Roses, which is a beautiful display of pinky pink, beautiful colors. And then you get a nice dark brown, which is great for deepening out that outer V and in that outer corner. So those are the three I picked up. Impressed by their swatches, impressed by their blendability. Really, really good products. And then the other product that I picked up is one of their new infallible lip paints. I picked it up in number 310 Taupeless, which is a beautiful kind of marshmallowy, purpley, mauvey stone nude, because it's not nude. It has brown, but it also has some gray to it, and it has a wand, which I was surprised with. I really like that. I prefer a wand like this with doe foot applicator to one of those squeezy tubes that you kind of just apply like that. I don't like those very much. I prefer this, and this is the only shade I picked up because it was the only one that I thought was unique and different, and I wanted to add it to my collection. Impressed with the creaminess of this product as well. And then I picked up a product that I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's from ColourPop. This is their Lippie Sticks in the shade Gold Digger. It's one of their matte X, so it's a very, very matte finish, but I feel that it is hydrating at the same time, which is amazing. So creamy, so easy to glide on. They have that nice chubby pencil, so it's easier to apply. It's not skinny, doesn't break. These last forever. They smell like vanilla. For $5 or $6, it's just so affordable. I would describe this shade Gold Digger as a beautiful rosy mauve. Love these kinds of shades, and for Valentine's Day and now in the spring and summer, these are the kind of colors I like to wear because they're just so feminine, so soft, and so pretty. And I'm a big fan of the ColourPop Matte X lips. Like, I have a bunch. And then this last brand I wanted to mention is a new one to my collection. I've never really owned products from this brand before, and I'm talking about Flower Beauty, which is owned by Drew Barrymore, which I think she's a really cool actress. And she decided to come up with a makeup line that was more accessible, something that was of a higher end feel and quality, but that wasn't super expensive. So it is exclusively sold at Walmart, so it's definitely accessible, it's definitely affordable. And one of the interesting things I found out about this brand and this line of makeup is that they use a lot of water in their products, which makes their powders creamier, longer wearing, easier to blend. I just thought that was really interesting, and I have noticed since I've been swatching these products how creamy they are and how easy they are to blend. Another thing I found out is they do not advertise. That's how they can afford to create such quality products. So what I picked up were 3 of the blushes, 1 of the eyeshadow palettes, and my most favorite, a highlighting palette. They are intense. Swatched, they are so intense. So you get a champagne shade, a pink shade, and a gold shade. I actually mixed the champagne and the gold to create a nice highlight, and then I applied my blush on top. I'm so impressed with these powders. You can wear them as eyeshadow or obviously as highlight. So creamy, so easy to blend, but the intensity is definitely there. And for $12, you are basically paying $4 per highlight, and you're getting a beautiful little blending brush, which actually works quite well because it fits right on top of your cheekbones. Really glad I picked this up, and I really like the packaging as well. I think it's adorable. The other product that I picked up is one of their eyeshadow palettes. This one is in ES3 Golden Natural. I picked this one up because out of, I believe there's 4, it was the one that I would reach for and wear the most. Lots of neutrals, lots of gold colors. This is the kind of eye palette I reach for. These shadows are mostly shimmers, but they don't fall out. I was impressed with how creamy they are when I blend them out. A lot of times when you play with shimmery shadows, they tend to fall out, or they're very, very chunky when you swatch them. These blended right into my skin. I have some of the shimmery shades on my lids, and then I used a matte shadow from the L'Oreal Quad on the crease. So that's all I'm wearing on my eyes today, but I am loving these eyeshadows. So amazing. This one I believe is $14, and you also get an eyeshadow brush that says it's a $6 value. I haven't used it yet, but it looks like a really nice small crease brush. So that's pretty interesting that they throw in a brush and you get 10 shades of shadows. So really, really impressed with this palette. And then the last products from Flower Beauty are these blushes. I picked up 3 out of the 4 because one of them was a very bright, bright, bright hot pink, and I didn't think I'd reach for it enough, so I didn't want to kind of spend the money. They're $8 each, which is pretty affordable. So I picked up number 1, Sweet Pea. I picked up number 2, Peach Primrose, and I picked up number 3, Warm Hibiscus. Sweet Pea is the first one that I gravitated to. It's a beautiful, beautiful nude, the perfect mauve nude. It's matte, blends well, it's pigmented. Had to add this to my collection. Love the packaging again. It reminds me a lot of the Milani matte blushes. And then number 2 in Peach Primrose is a beautiful peachy tangerine. Just different. I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I definitely wanted to pick it up. And again, a matte blush. They all kind of have a satin finish, so they give you just the teeniest, tiniest bit of shimmer or sheen, but they're mostly matte, which I really like. Easy to blend. And then this shade, number 4 in Warm Hibiscus, is a beautiful rose gold that has a sheen of gold to it. So this one is the most shimmery of the 3. It's not matte. Gorgeous blush topper, gorgeous alone, and I'm really impressed with Flower Beauty. It almost makes me want to go back to the store and pick up more. I really am impressed with you, Drew Barrymore, because this makeup is amazing. Alright guys, so that wraps up my drugstore haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for requesting it on Snapchat. Please let me know some more videos you'd like to see in the comment box below so I can film them for you guys in the future. And don't forget to let me know in the comment box below as well some drugstore makeup that you've recently picked up that you've been loving. And also let me know one product that you've picked up that you didn't like so I can stay away from it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.